Hey, this is Jason Kanigan, and let's talk locks. Today we have what's called a cylinder lock. It's round. It's a Yale lock, good lock. Can't really rake your way into this lock without maybe a long time of trying. It's got a beautiful brushed finish that I appreciate a lot from my metal shop background. And you can buy these. They come in, I don't know, people get 20 or 30 of them together or whatever, and you can go on eBay and buy them and practice on them, and that's really useful. Sometimes they come with keys. This one came with the key, and as you'll see, when I turn it, this little doodad in the back can turn, but I can't remove the key unless it's in the up and down position to open and close it. I can't take it out unless it's oriented the right way. So we know it's locked because I can't move this sort of finger on the back here, and this is a pretty nice lock. We're going to be using a typical tension wrench today. This is nothing fancy. That goes in the usual spot. And also I'm using a diamond head pick. And you can see, let me get it in where there's a background that you can see it. It's a little notch. It's a half diamond. And its job is to kind of gently poke up. So remember, there's all those pins in there, and they're on different levels. That's what the key does, is it pushes up the bottom parts so that the shear line lines up, and then the cylinder can turn. So our job is to gently push these up, and that's what the little notch is for, rather than having a big scoopy, diggy piece that will work, like a curved hook version would work, a hook pick would work, but it's not as effective for this particular lock, having picked this many times. So how long is this going to take? I don't know. It depends on how lucky I am, basically. I know I'm going to pick it. It's just a question of how long it's going to take, because what can happen is false set, and it pushes the pins up farther than they should go, and then I have to release the tension off the torque wrench so that all the pins will fall back down, and I have to start over from zero again. So what I do is I go into the back all the way in, if you want to visualize it like this, and start poking up and trying to get a false set of getting those top pins into place slightly off center of the hole. And if you want to learn more about this, you can look up lock picking. There's lots of videos. I'll probably link to one in the description below of how this works. So I've got it. It's definitely locked. I can't move it. I can't move the little notchy thing on the back except a teeny tiny bit. And I'm applying pressure. So one of the hard things about this Yale lock is that there's not a lot of room here. This isn't kind of a great notch shape to stop me from doing what I'm doing, but it's not ideal either for stopping. So I've got my pick all the way in there, and I'm just gently poking up and trying to find the pins and seeing which one will go. And I'm moving back and forth and up and down. I know I've gotten somewhere because the tension wrench has moved and the cylinder started to turn a little bit. But I may have pushed too far here. It's moving even more. We'll give it another few seconds. And this is interesting for me because I'm not a sensing type person. You know, the physical sensations are very tertiary thing for me. They're not primary or secondary mode of how I do what I do. So this is always a kind of an interesting experience. Now I've reset it. I've let go of the tension because I'm not getting anywhere. I'm going to gently start from the front. If I can get my pick in there. There we go. Apply pressure after. And I'm going to begin doing this. And you don't really even need to look. You can just feel what's going on. And there, I have opened it, and we can see that it's open because I can rotate. And now it's locked again because I've rotated it all the way around. So that's how we open a cylindrical lock. It's something like this Yale lock that takes a little bit more finesse. It's become clear to me that I should start at the front end of this lock rather than the back end, and I'll poke my way around and I'll probably get better results. But it seems very easy to push that front pin too far in, and if I screw that up, it's game over. I got to reset. So it's a lot of finicky feeling and kind of, you know, when you're starting out especially, you don't know what the heck you're doing, and your sense of feedback is very, very low. And if you go away from it, it's not like riding a bike. You don't just get back on. It's a little more difficult than that. Let me get my pick in here. You kind of got to work up to getting your sense back. So, if, you know, you may remember the theory, but practice is a little harder to accomplish. So we'll try again. I'm going to get my pick in there before I apply pressure on the wrench. And once again, these things tend to work best, just like now, when you're not paying any attention to what's going on. So I have unlocked this thing, and when I was trying to unlock it, I couldn't do it. So this puppy's unlocked now. You can see the rotation of the back part. Actually, I left it in the unlocked position. now it's back to being locked, and you might have been able to hear that. So this is picking a Yale lock, a cylindrical lock, a little more complicated, a better lock than the other ones that we've looked at so far, and a little more exciting to me. I enjoy picking this one because it's not as easy as the others. So hopefully this was interesting to you. Thanks for watching.